Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Williams. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And give the tackle to Quentin Lake. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They run again with Hunt. Ooh, with a juke. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success at his...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here's the option.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Odell Beckham, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Falcons trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw here.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 68 yards.
It has just come so easily, hasn't it? This defense, they've been caught flat-footed time after time after time. This was not a touchdown, but it is another huge play. And they've spent huge portions of this game chasing guys downfield, and that is certainly not a winning formula.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Rams.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball? not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win.
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Hunt will try going up the middle. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Shoves him aside, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback, scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Back to throw, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll look to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.